It's day 195.
Of the 29th year and beyond.
And one of the things I want to talk about are priorities. And wouldn't you agree that priorities change from time to time, even it could from day to day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, simply by the title, because Gail and I have been at this for a minute, and by the title, for those of you who follow the vlog, or if you're just tuning in for the first time, 29 years and beyond. So, yeah, it's been a minute. One of the priorities for us today, when we both completed our work, was taking a nap. Yeah, it was a priority. I think back to when I was in my early 20s, and I would literally get by on 3 hours of sleep.
I do know.
But now in my 50s, I need a nap before I go to sleep.
Yeah, you take a long nap.
Yeah, and I take a long sleep. But it's a different time, and that's one of the challenges. I think so many times couples may have very busy schedules and operate at a breakneck speed. But one of the things that I'm constantly aware of, and I try to make Gail aware of, and everyone else, is you have to make certain that you're taking care of you.
Oh, yeah. Because if you don't, you get burnt out. And if you're exhausted and tired, then you have no energy for someone else, and everything gets on your nerves. And you should know all about that.
Oh, I know all too well. That's why I take what I need to take.
Yes.
I take my time, I take my naps. But I mean, because in the busyness of life, it's so easy to get caught up. And once you get caught up, like you said, if you're operating on fumes, then there's no way possible that you're giving your best or you're getting your best.
If you're exhausted, tired, or if you're just going at a rate of speed that just because, it just may be a speed that you think is good, you don't have time to think, you don't have time to enjoy, you don't have time to consider. It's just not, it's not good.
So, for those of you who are extremely busy, just take a moment and think about, okay, when you get home to that person that you love, after you've done everything and been everywhere, what do you have to offer them?
Right.
Are you giving them what's right or only what's left?
Yes. And what's left is never what's right.
Yeah.
Not in that case, no. Not on a regular basis. It's not good.
Yeah. So I really, really, really try to continue to heighten my own awareness to the fact of what is needed, what's necessary. Because, with all of the responsibilities and obligations one may have, I would say one of your major obligations is making certain that you take care of you so you can take care of those you love, so that you can take care of everything else. Because, again, when you are not at 100% and you're not being able to be fully present because of exhaustion or because you're thinking about the next thing or the last thing, then you're just kind of going through the motions.
Yeah, because some people think that you have to do this and you have to. When I come home, I've got to vacuum the floor. I've got to tidy up this. I've got to do this. And I remember as a child, my mom was one of those that she was very regimented about what she did and how she did it and when she did it. But looking back at that, now there are times that I wish she had just maybe slowed down long enough, or maybe even just put it to the side and spent a little bit more time with me and less time with the broom and the mop.
And being mindful, what is the real priority? Is the priority making sure that the house is spick and span, right? Or that you're spending quality time with your spouse, with your children, with your friends, with people that you love.
Yeah.
Of course, that's not all that, it's not possible that that's all you do.
Right.
But it's important that you do.
It is. Yeah. It is. It's probably one of the most important things that you will ever do.
So, for those of you running at breakneck speed, assess where you are, what you're doing, what you're achieving, and how that's working for you. And make certain that you set priorities. And one of the priorities has to be taking care of oneself. It's not a selfish thing. It's necessary.
100%.
So until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.
Bye.